Morjesta. You really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey Jax, I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiments. Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright? You know what to do? It tastes just like I asked. Too bad it's not it. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh. Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when it was poor. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two bastards. It wasn't pretty sight, so I intervened. After aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, we're not his bodyguard? Not at the time, we didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived, and I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Tea. Milk. Hmm. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Pistän musiikkia. Hmm. Speak of the devil. Hello, people, and one vampire. It's good to see you too, Raya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You you look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Jax my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and overall it was a good day. That's good to hear, but please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admining life going? It's not even a. That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require sensitive care, intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives, then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. We're as heartless people like my friend here, only see it from a business perspective. Why do people really talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about it, the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because mostly admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, it's it just don't find any reason to. In the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, I have told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening, it's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need a trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name's Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on a image we saw. We were when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Ermi Drew album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot for practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink? The usual. That is how you say yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything. Yes. What if I can brew a drink that make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Uh, What are you doing? Drinking? That is how they drink. Oh boy. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be sure you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission of spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out pervs exist anywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? Hmm, we are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised with how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them though? Me? I don't know what do you think? You're pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decide to go one day. Or maybe go further if it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does this mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange of our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you to drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is this is very strange. According to what we found, many earthlings mate with other person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Uh, Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves, and those in charge also don't have enough control over us. Not to mention, some races live for a very long time, so even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about their concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that's what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case, but Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would just suggest you going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay, so how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to straight to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow, the breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different language. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer org? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward, but you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yes, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then, but her boyfriend did came a few days ago, and Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My, you really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Tuon verran on saatu peliä etenemään, että eiköhän tästä hiljalleen.